But I'm a Jersey girl. Don't get it twisted. Jersey girl in the house. Organic chef. I'm out. That's right. It's Friday. Your girl got her feet out. I'm in Georgia. Holla at your girl. Don't be jelly, y'all. So this is your girl, Organic Chef. I'm about to go get some groceries from the grocery store, and I'm actually here at Kroger. So, what's your routine? Like, I got my mask, I got a backup mask, I have my handy wipes to wipe down my card. Going in the oven, y'all. Going in the oven, y'all. Here we go. So our purees are done. And what are we about to do? Let's play up! You heard it, let's play up. I'll be right back. So today we're making a broccoli stir-fry. And we're going to accompany it with some ramen noodles. Not your ordinary ramen noodles, not what you're used to, not with all the toxic and the chemicals and the MSG, high sodium. We're not doing it like that. I got some great organic rice noodles that I use here at home to make my own ramen noodle soup here at home. So this is how we're going to get down. We're also going to make a quick vegetable stock, which is really, really easy to do. It all depends on the ingredients that you have at home, the type of herbs you have, dry spices and things like that. And this is what we're going to do today. We're going to get it in healthy style. So let's get started on the ingredients that we're going to be using today for our stock and our broccoli stir fry. So I've got some red onion that are sliced. I've got some bean sprouts, some white button mushrooms that I need to do something ASAP, so it's going in our stock and it's going in our stir fry. Of course, our guest star, cruciferous broccoli. I got some orange and red peppers that are sliced. Good old Bok Choy. I got some leftovers of that. We're using a organic non-GMO white miso paste. We're going to use it 2 times. I've got some diced garlic. And we've got some fresh herbs. I got a bay leaf, some dill. See that there? Okay. I've got some rosemary and thyme, as well as fresh ginger and fresh turmeric. I've got some celery. Had leftover carrots, so that's definitely going into my stock. And I also have some leftover shallots and leeks. And I have a variation of spices that are going into my stock. So I have some coriander, some cumin seeds, peppercorns. Along with that will be going some cloves. I just throw in whatever flavor profile I'm gonna go for. And I got 2 types of radishes. I have a regular radish, and she pretty, and I got a watermelon radish because I think it just adds another depth of color and flavor, and you can't get enough nutrients and minerals from your whole foods. So, and it's fresh, you see? So I try to go for whatever is available, whatever's in season, and you're gonna get more bang for your buck that way. So let's get cooking. So we're gonna start with our pot here. See if you can see me. Better. So we're gonna start with our pot here, and for that, I'm gonna turn up to medium-high heat. I want to get it cranking. And while I'm heating this up, even though I'm not ready just yet, I want to turn on this pan, but I'm gonna put it on low. You know, to get that whole wok experience, you know what I mean? You gotta have a searing hot pan to do that, to get that stir fry popping. So I like to put it on low, and I'm ready to crank that baby up. I crank it up. So we're gonna use 1 tablespoon of avocado oil. And there really is no rhyme or reason to what I use. It's all about the flavor and the taste. You can definitely use coconut oil with this recipe. You can use olive oil. You can use grapeseed oil. Whatever you got going on at the house, you can use. Got my lid already here. So I've got just about a tablespoon in each of my pans. So from that, I have my fresh veggies that I'm just gonna pop in. I don't have a lot of cutting to do because a lot of it is leftovers. So that's really, really cool. So I'm gonna throw in my shallots and my leeks. Yes, yes, yes. And from there, we are going to put in a little bit of the garlic. So I want to make sure it's cooked all the way through. I have Naya Bay, who I have a nutrition expert on all of my shows, talking about healthy eating and certain topics that I chose to talk about with the ingredients that I like to commonly use. And she always talks about eating healthy, putting healthy components, and then teaching us some interesting things that you might not have known about certain ingredients. So garlic is a two-edge. It has the component to do healing. It has the component to go through your whole blood system, and that's why it's always known for lowering your blood pressure, things like that. But it also has a two-edged sword, and it's better to have it cooked than to use it raw. So there you go. So to that, I'm gonna add my spice mixture. My peppercorns, my cumin seeds, all that good stuff. So to that, I'm gonna add some clove. It's a pinch of clove. Not only it has that very, 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 very strong component to it. So from there, we're gonna start chopping. We gotta do our carrots, our celery. I believe I got some fennel too. I'm gonna throw some fennel in there. And we're gonna do our mushrooms. Okay, so our pan is heating up, as you can hear. So I really have to get to moving. I'm gonna throw in some thyme right now. Got a little time? I need some more time. Okay, so I'm gonna throw in my bay leaf to that as well. And I'm just incorporating it so it keeps moving around the pan so that it doesn't burn. I don't mind if it gets a little color. That's gonna add some flavor and some depth to this dish, so that's okay. So we'll rough chop some celery very quickly. Let me get my knife. And I just want to make sure that my cuts are just about the same. Just for cooking time. There's no particular reason why I'm cutting it this way. So here's your cuts. And this is going to add some more moisture to my pan, and that's exactly what I want. I'm not ready just yet to put any water or anything else in. I've got 1 carrot that I've rinsed and cleaned. I'm leaving the skin on. Let me bring you in so you can see all this delicious goodness. So I've got my carrot here, and this is all I'm doing. Just giving it a quick cut. That's it. Into the pot it goes. I've got my mushrooms, cutting off that stem. And this is just a flavor. This is all we're doing. We're infusing some flavor into our stock. That's all we're doing. I love stocks because you can flavor it how you want. You don't just have the cookie cutter stocks that you buy in the store. And obviously, I'm a vegetable stock component kind of gal. But by all means, you know, adding a bone to this vegetable stock, whether it's from poultry or beef or pescatarian, you got fish bones. You can definitely make this into a stock. So now it's getting up to that point where it's got, I can smell the caramelization. I can smell it, and we're ready to pour. So I put 2 cups of water in to calm it down. So while it's getting ready to heat back up, because my water is at room temperature, it's not going to take long, I'm going to put a fresh piece of garlic, ginger in there, and I'm also going to do some fresh turmeric. Also adding another depth of flavor into my stock. And it goes, same thing for the ginger, and it goes. So that's good. So I'm going to wait to bring this up to a temp. And I'll kick it up a little bit, but if you can smell the aromatics in here right now, it smells fabulous. And this is just from these ingredients that I've incorporated into the stock thus far. That's it. It's just to add that depth of flavor that you're looking for. So I thoroughly encourage anybody and everyone to do your own stocks at home. It's very easy to do a vegetable stock depending on how you want your flavor profile to be. But again, it's very simple and easy to do. You just have to make that time. So I'm throwing in my fennel, and it goes. So we're just waiting for that to come up. In the meantime, what we're gonna do right now is we'll start prepping for our stir fry, and we'll start prepping our vegetables that we're gonna go along with that. Okay, so now our stock is up to a rolling boil. So this is great because what I'm going to do right now is add a pinch of my miso and put it in there. Look, Mom, no spoon. That's it. This is gonna add a depth of flavor on top of the aromatics that are already in here. Like, can you smell it? OMG. Hot like fire. Okay, so to that, we're gonna add another 2 cups of water. Back. Okay. And you can see how my stock is very rich in flavor. And it's doing its thing. It's doing its thing. So I usually like to make stocks on the weekend, and then I store it in my fridge. And if I don't use it within the week, then I just chuck it in my freezer. And it's good for about a month. Wow, this is great. And the more it cooks, the more depth of flavor is going to come out because it's going to reduce. And that's what you want, that concentrated liquid from all those veggies that we use. And you want all that flavor because that's going to flavor my rice noodles, and it's going to put flavor, you know, to help with my stir fry. Loving it. Okay, so while this is coming up to a boil, if you can see my pan here, the oil is nice and free, moving around, which means the pan has been heated up. So this is exactly what I wanted. It's on low, so it's not going to burn, and we're good. So let's start chopping these veggies for our stir fry and our stock here. So I've got some bok choy here, and it's pretty good looking here. I'm using it before it goes bad. So for my bok choy, I'm just chopping it up really quickly. can give you a better view. There we go. So I like bok choy. It's a nice green to have. I like the flavor and the light subtleness of it, where you can add it to almost anything. So I love it. And I try to encourage people to eat your veggies. Pre-wash always, but it tastes really, really good. Greens are good because they carry a lot of antioxidants in them. They're good to help fight cancer. So I love the greens. They help to detoxify the body, which our body needs to get rid of the toxins that we may be ingested through our unhealthy eating, not being able to get quality food, organic, non-GMO, things like that. So I'm just giving this a quick chop. That's it. This we can discard. And this we're going to save for the stir fry. So we've got our beautiful, beautiful, beautiful watermelon radish. So you'll see these being used a lot because they're very, very pretty, but I'll be the one to tell you all vegetables are beautiful. Some of them just give off different colors, and different colors mean different minerals and different vitamins. Did you know that? So radishes are good for a few things. This is watermelon radish. And radishes are very good. They help to alleviate the digestive stress and regulate our bowels. Radishes, look at that. They're high in vitamin C and zinc to strengthen the immune system. You're not gonna get no flu with Organic Chef. We're gonna eat right. We're gonna do it right. We're gonna eat the right things to make sure that we're building our immune systems. Almost everything that I'm using here today is helping to build your immune system. So if you eat healthy and eat whole foods on a regular basis, you're going to make sure that your body's immune system is intact, right? So let's cut this. So this is what you're gonna see. Ain't she pretty? Ain't she pretty? So I'm just gonna use my peeler very quickly. Get all the rough skin out off of it, and I'm not using my whole watermelon radish. I like to use my watermelon radish at the end to use it raw. So it's very pretty. So if you can see here, isn't that pretty? It smells like the earth. It smells a little sweeter than your other radishes. Daikon radish. I bumped into, I got another recipe I'm gonna be doing. I got some horseradish. Yeah, getting them roots in, Can't see that just yet though. So I'm just gonna cut it really thin. If you want to like thin paper slices, you can still use a mandolin. And that's it. Now just cut them in half and put this to the side for later. Watermelon radish. Done, son. Okay, so our stock is just about where I want it to be. So I'm turning down the heat just a little bit. So let's start working on our stir fry. I want to start with our broccoli because it's going to take longer for us to get that broccoli working. So can you see me? it's gonna take longer to get that broccoli working. So I just make it into bite sizes. Sometimes you get big chunks of it. This is fresh broccoli, by the way. And then I'm just checking to see if there's any bruises, any unedible parts. You know, just cut them out. The rest of the broccoli is intact. So if you have anything like this, bruising, you know, you don't want that. So fresh is best. I try my best to not cook all of my vegetables all the way through, for the simple fact that I want to get all of my nutrients, and the more you cook out those nutrients. So I am not a big fan of the mushy soaked veggies, especially greens. OMG, the greens should be bright and vibrant, showing off that nice bright green color. They should not look army green. If you've done that and you've cooked out all the ingredients, it may taste good, but you're eating empty nutrients. You're not eating for health. You're eating because it tastes good. And I'm a big fan of eating because of flavor. But what about if you can eat healthy and enjoy some great flavor? Wouldn't that be great? I'm telling you, this is what you want. So that's basically it. Everything seems to be looking good for our broccolis. Put them back in my bowl. They're all cut and chopped and very pretty. So I'm gonna kick up the heat because we're just about ready to rock and roll here. And we're gonna add a little bit more oil. Because now we're ready to rock and roll. Rock and roll. It's about a half a tablespoon. So to that, I'm gonna add my broccoli, my onions. Don't forget our mushrooms. I'll do my mushrooms very quickly. I'm just slicing them. You can quarter them, you can slice them, however you want. But I want that umami flavor popping off with my mushrooms. So to add a little depth of flavor to my stock, I'm gonna add some lion's mane, which is basically dried mushrooms. You can dry your own and dehydrate them, put it in the oven, you know, on a very, very low temp, and then you can dry them out. You could do that too. So we got our mushrooms, got everything that we need, and for our nice, beautiful radish, I'm just cutting it in half. I want that beautiness to shine through. Isn't that gorgeous? Ain't she pretty, y'all? She pretty, she pretty, she pretty. So now that we have our stock done, we're gonna start our stir fry. So in go our peppers, onions. Remember, we got those onions. So stir fry means stir fry. You hear it kicking up? You know, it's got to be stir fry. Got our onions there. To that, I'm going to add some garlic. It's about a quarter of a teaspoon of minced garlic that we chopped. So I like being redundant. Sue me, okay? So now we've got turmeric and ginger root in our broth. We're also going to use it for our stir fry. Come on, stay with me. So I think when you mimic and use components different ways. I'm just zesting it in there. You learn how to infuse and incorporate nutrition in almost every step of the meal that you're cooking. And the vegetables are the star of the show. No question about it. Try making any meal without vegetables and herbs and see how far you get with flavor and taste. Salt and pepper gets boring. That's just accentuates the flavor that's already there. It's not a flavor. It just helps you to better taste what's already there underneath it. So I just really enjoy building flavor. So we're gonna give this a quick. You want that ginger and that garlic infused throughout. I can see the yellow coming out from that turmeric, and we're gonna show y'all right now. Ready? So there we got our stock working hard. We got them veggies. You see them veggies. Sorry about that. So I'm just gonna cook these down a little bit more. I'm cranking up that heat a little bit more. It's working, but I want it to work a little bit faster than that, because by the time I throw in the rest of my ingredients, this dish is gonna be just about done and be ready to put together. Holler at your girl, Gunny Chef. This is how we doing it. Doing our stock, getting it in. So we got those mushrooms, right? Those mushrooms gotta go in too. Don't forget those mushrooms. So the stir fry is coming along really good. It looks beautiful. My broccoli looks bright and vibrant. The pasta's cooking. Wow, this is beautiful. Look at this. Outstandingly beautiful. The aromas in the house smell really good. So what I like to do at this point in time, I want to test it out to see what type of flavor profile we got going on, but I'm also going to put some sesame oil. Another oil that has great healthy benefits. This I like to use as a finishing right at the end. So that gets about a teaspoon. I gotta taste it. I gotta see where that flavor's at. Maybe it needs salt, maybe it needs pepper. We gotta test that out, right? See if I could get a little something. Got some onion, Bok Choy. Okay. Salt is good. It's there because remember we got the fermented white meat salt and we got those coconut amino acids. Does not need any more salt. Pepper, on the other hand, you could definitely use that. So we'll put a pinch of pepper. And I'll show you what it looks like. So look at our beautiful stir fry. Ain't she pretty? She got her red and yellow orange pepper. She got the green broccoli. She got her mushrooms. She doing it, y'all. She pretty. Okay, so I'm checking on my pasta and it's there. So now I'm just chunking my pasta. So what you want, it's not cooked all the way, but she there. So now I have this great looking spinach rice pasta that's going into my stir fry, and it already has a depth of flavor from that stock. So here we go. It's okay if you get a little water in there. Ain't no more flavor up in there. It's amazing. It smells amazing. tossing that pasta in there. Woo! We're cooking now. You hear that? So right here at the end is where I'm gonna add my bean sprouts. Got some bean sprouts here. Sticking a handful, putting them in there. You hear that? She's sizzling, y'all. To that, I'm gonna add my watermelon radish. And my whole radishes. And that's just for presentation. And here we go. Ain't she pretty? Ain't she pretty? Smoking. So I'm just trying to get my veggies to the bottom so I can absorb some of that heat. My watermelon radish and my regular radishes. So this dish is done. Off the fire goes. So let's plate up. Got our nice bowl here. I've got my tongs. Oh my God, this is so pretty. The vegetables, the mushrooms. So pretty. So there you have it. Vegetable stir-fry. So I got my mushroom powder that I'm using, and I'm just using it to garnish my dish, but it has great flavor. So as you're eating, you're eating and infusing it with what you're using. I use the dried mushroom powder to make stocks, to make soups. I do it for a number of things because it adds a meaty flavor and texture to any dish that you're cooking. So if you're on like a non-animal based diet, it's a great addition to your cooking and preparing your meals. It just gives you that meaty flavor. It gives you that dark color, and you have that umami flavor, which can't be matched by anything. And it comes from a vegetable. That's right. I told you, vegetables are the stars. Let's taste it. It's steamy hot, but I'm willing to go the distance for you. Okay, let's see what we got here. Just a little bit of broccoli. See that? See that steam? I got blue. The flavor is phenomenal. I still have a nice crunch in my broccoli, which is exactly what you want to go for. Let me take some of the noodles. Where my mushrooms at? Oh, there we go. Still a mushroom and a noodle. There you have it. Healthy ingredients, healthy food, infusing it throughout your cooking. Whether you're making a stock, you're making a broth, we're getting in. So we got some healthy components. We got some broccoli in here, radishes, all healthy, gluten-free, vegan-friendly, vegetarian. This is what's up. It's a great comfort food to have during the week, or if you want to try doing that play on your takeout dish for your Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, it's a great dish to do. This is Organic Chef. I hope you enjoyed this presentation of this quick meal, healthy living lifestyle style for the new year, getting it in, doing it better, doing you healthy. You know what I'm talking about? Talk about self-care. This is a big component of self-care. Taking the time out, making sure you're eating healthy, buying healthy components, infusing it in your daily meal plan. Get it in. So join back with me next time. This is Taste on TV with Organic Chef Cappy. Hashtag fresh is best. Holler at your girl. I'm out. Be safe and well with your families. Don't go anywhere. I got some goodies for you. Master trainer, lapel crank, and entrepreneur. Let's take a look.
Oh, all right. So sorry for the delay in the time and everything. I have some questions for you. Thank you for your time. I know you're busy. But I wanted to,
Question, yeah. Well, comment. I like your signature line on your emails.
Oh, nice.
Very professional. Very nice.
Trying to, bring it along a little bit. Learning.
It was very nice. It looks very professional. You did a good job with that.
Thank you. I have a few questions for you. What started you on your role to become an entrepreneur?
You shocked at that.
If you could remember back when, what was your motivation?
Middle school, I wanted to be.
Oh, that far back! Wow.
Middle school, seeing Nick trying to be his own man, but I did not want to do that.
Okay.
That was my motivation. Since middle school, I want to know my own business.
Let's fast forward back into when you first became a physical trainer. I for one don't remember when that happened. I guess through life we reconnected, and you was like, oh, I'm at the gym, I'm training, I'm over here, I'm over there. I'm not surprised. You were always athletic, doing things with your body, things like that. Always had an athletic build. Even when we were growing up, you had all these muscles and stuff. I remember you were showing the pictures. And I said, wow, what made you do the fitness?
After I left Merrill Lynch, I went to personal training at a gym, and I climbed myself up the ladder. And I woke up one day and realized that after like topping out financially as a trainer, I said, you know what? I want to open my own business. I didn't know how, I didn't know what, I didn't know when, but that it both clicked. Fitness and business, they both came together. So that's when I wanted to own my own business. Is when I knew that I loved personal training, and my second passion. Well, they were hand in hand with business and personal training. So that's why I wanted to open up my own business.
So when you talk about health and being a professional for yourself, you teach others, you train others. What healthy advice do people seek from you, or maybe you've given to them about nutrition and what they eat?
I don't per se give it. I think that everybody should stay in their own lane, no matter what you do. I don't think you should be a jack of all trades when it comes to giving advice on somebody's health.
Okay.
So I never really gave any detailed descriptions on what to eat because I am not a nutritionist. I stayed in my lane. I would say the three deadly whites would be, sugar, flour, and salt. But also I'll give them just basic things like don't eat more than you burn. It's just numbers. But in regards to giving people advice. Dude, you shouldn't be eating a bag of chips, in a day. Like, what are you doing? Like stuff like that. But like, I think everybody has not think I know everyone is wired different. So what may work for Kim may not work for Jody, So like I said, I never really gave advice. I never really sat into nutrition and all that because just basics. But especially in New Jersey, you can't give advice on nutrition unless you're a nutritionist as a personal trainer. And I stayed in my lane.
And that makes sense, because I just asked you, just curious, because I know you're into, health and wellness and training. So I know people had to ask you, like, what do you do? What do you eat? What don't you eat? Your physique, you look well, you're healthy, the way you do your training and you keep up with people, people are like falling down on the mats and you're still going. So what are you doing different that they need to do? Like maybe they need to learn to get a stamina, eat right, go to sleep at night, don't stay up late, those type of things, that everybody can do, that's helpful to everybody.
Yeah.
Staying away from, trying to create a meal plan for somebody, because I'm not a dietitian, I'm not a nutritionist, so I can't really tell you. I only know what works for me and my body type and how I live my life. And I think a lot of people don't get that part.
Yeah.
There's somebody out there who has an expertise on it, but only you know your body, your metabolism, what you can and can't do, what you eat, what you don't eat. Nobody wants to show you their journal, what they've been eating all day. And most people don't really take the time out to do that. I started doing that last month. I did an app, and it just amazed me. Like, you writing down. Now I'm like trying to write down, trying to stop eating stuff. I'm tricking me. I'm only one looking at this journal.
Yeah. Yeah.
But a very good point you brought up. I got to see the intake of what I'm eating versus what I'm burning.
Mm-hmm.
So I like you said, it's all about the numbers, it's all about math. So I said, well, I got to change my intake, or I got to bring up my burning of my calories and my cardio, my workout, because something's not adding up. So then I started.
The numbers don't add up.
They didn't add up. So I had to pep in my step. I started doing extra workouts during the week. I would do a workout at night, focus on my arms, my core, or my legs. At least I was moving, at least I was being mobile, at least I was doing something burning, in addition to like my hour workout that I do with cardio, a combination of jogging, sprinting, and walking. And then I said, hey, put down the chips.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
I started looking at the calories of everything that I was eating. And the kind bar, 90 calories. A full kind bar was 180. So now I broke it down to half. Anything to help me, because I'm burning. I try to figure out, like, okay, I'm working on every day, but the weight's not dropping off as fast as I like it. Now I'm not trying to lose 5 pounds every week.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But I want to lose weight in a progression that's healthy for me. You know what I mean? Where I look healthy and I don't look withdrawn or what happened to her. I want to do it healthy, but that's what I realized when I did the app and I started making the journal and I started putting in everything that I was eating so I could see the calories, the nutritional value and stuff like that. So, great stuff that you brought up, because I'm doing it. I'm living it. I'm trying to figure out how my body is going to be healthier and lose the weight. So let's fast forward. You're an entrepreneur. You did the physical training. You owned your own business. I've ordered some products from you. I ordered the bands. I use that at night. I got my little video. That's what I use. During the winter months, or if I can't get outside. If I can't get outside, I do that workout. and it works out great. I do my arms and stuff like that. And China and I did the video. So what motivated you to say, hey, I need to come up with a product, or how can I better help, the people I help train? What was the thought process behind doing a new product outside of being a trainer?
I've been helping people for over a decade, and that's why I create products to not only help the people that are in my community or my my gym that I work at, but to reach people as far as I possibly can. So that's why I come up with products. I just want to help people. I've been doing it for many years. I come up with products to help people. I believe that things I come up with can help people. That's why I come out with products.
So you have a product that I've seen it online. I've seen videos. I've seen other people post videos of using a product. I can't wait to get my hands on this product. I think it's going to really, really help me with my core. I do the cardio, I work out, I do the arms. I do some video workouts on the weekend that do some core, but this will help me focus mainly just on my core and work out what I see people, they're punching the bag, they're doing a full workout. They're doing all kinds of stuff on there. And I said, this is something that I can use. This is something that I need. How did you come up with this product, and what is it called?
It's called the Crunch Puncher. I came up with a product. I came up with a product that was called the Ab Jabber. And when I had the brain surgery, it gave me a lot of time to think. I knew the Ab Jabber was a great product, but it did have some things that you couldn't do. So I wanted to create something that was versatile, and a lot versatile, good, and cheaper. So I had a lot of time to think about products. So when I came up with the Crunch Puncher, I feel that it is versatile, meaning that you can do a lot more exercise with it too as well. It's not big. You can slide underneath the bed. You can put it on a wall. I think it's 7 inches in height. It's sleek. Comes with a detachable ball, which you can do other exercises with too as well. You can work your lower abs. You can do, your leg. You can do back exercises, glute exercises. There's a lot of things you can do with the Crunch Puncher. And I made a better product. I made a better product because I had time to think about it. I didn't want to give up on the Ab Jabber, but I made a better version of the Ab Jabber called the Crunch Puncher. That's why the Ab Jabber sold. It was on Amazon, and it was selling. And then I got sick. So I reinvented myself and reinvented the Crunch Puncher. And that's why I came out with a Crunch Puncher.
Well, I can't wait to get my hands on it. We talked about that, so I'll be excited. I'll be so excited to get it, and I'll definitely be sure to post a video where it shows my good side.
Your whole body's a good side.
Heard that from the trainer himself. So I thank you for sitting down with me, taking the time out. I just wanted to ask you a few questions. 26 or 30 minutes. We're about at that point because I was late with the call, so I don't want to hold you any further. But as part of what I'm doing right now with the network and creating my own shows to be viewed, I think it's important to know about the community, who we work with, who's doing what in regards to health and wellness. And I couldn't think of a better person who's into health and wellness, eating well, coming back from surgery and rebuilding his life, rebuilding and thinking how he can do things differently in terms of his body, in terms of your entrepreneurship, how you can better implement things. So I thought about you and I said, this will be a great component to add to my health and wellness portions of some of the episodes that I'm going to be doing in the future for the Taste on TV show that I'll be doing. So I hope I have your permission. I am recording this, so you know, I am taking copious notes. So
Good. I have a few things to say.
I definitely would like to include, if not all of this, but some of it, when I'm talking about health and wellness and what people are doing to better themselves and to live a better healthy lifestyle for themselves.
That's you're 100% right about your health, the health and wellness. I think your body, your mind, and your spirit have to be on a even plane. You know, as well as I help people with their body through exercises and through the products that I come out with, or my inventions that I come out with. You, on the other hand, too, as well, help out people with the diet, the things that they eat, the things that they put in the body. You know, I would say that you've been an advocate of healthy eating for a long time, in which I do take your advice. It is very hard for me to take someone's advice. You would have to be, I would have to trust your expertise in giving advice. And when I call you for advice on what things to buy and what things to eat and how to cook, it's big for me. I've always told you that. So I trust everything that you say. Your brother does hours and hours in research. It takes years for me to be able to trust a friend or whatever it may be. But if I believe in you, in which I do, and I ask you for questions, I 100% will do anything you say about eating healthy, because you've been an advocate for a long time. You've been a leader in this family, eating healthy. You know, the things that you ate in the beginning, I was like, I don't know, T. I don't know if I want to eat that. I want to stick to my ribeyes, you know, but I don't want to give up Popeyes. I look good, but you planted very good seeds. And I'm extremely conscious because of you of what you have been doing with our family and healthy eating. Mom eats healthy. She thinks about what she's eating because of you, you know. So I really do appreciate your expertise and all the years that you've been working on your craft and honing in on it, making it better and making it better and making it better. So as far as expertise, by far, you are the first person I will not call anybody about how to eat and what to cook.
What's up, man?
Other than you, you know. So you know, keep doing what you're doing, and you know, I really do appreciate you and what you have done for our family, and what seeds you have planted in me to when I go shopping, I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know if Sis agrees. I stopped eating tilapia because of you, you know. So thank you. No, thank you. If it's not wild caught, I ain't eating it.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Because of you. So when you were born to give your gifts to help people. Everyone has their own specialty, and I believe that you're born to do what you do. So keep going.
Absolutely. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And I do enjoy this. I do enjoy helping people, giving them advice. And you know what? I'm just a messenger. You can take what you want from the information that I give. You can do your own research, do what you want. But I'm here I ain't going nowhere. And I enjoy helping people to come up with healthy ways that they can have nutritional value in what they eat. And ask a chef. I'm here. And you call me quite often. Ask me for advice. So and that's what's up. I do enjoy those quick phone calls that I do get from you. Well, enjoy the rest of your day, whatever plans that you have. And I'm looking forward to getting this information out and including the video. Now I have to keep doing what I was doing, keep editing.
By the way, I didn't know you were going to ask me a question like that. I just thought you were going to practice.
My bad. But you did good. You did good.
I would have took off my quilt.
Are you cold downstairs?
Yeah, I got to pick up the heat.
Oh, do you pay for the heat or they pay for the heat?
No, the heat's free.
Oh, maybe they kick up that heat, son.
Oh.
Them floors be cold because you're in the bottom floor.
No,
It may get cold.
It's gonna get warm because I'm gonna bake salmon, and I'm gonna bake salmon and cook dinner for the boys. They're sleeping over.
Oh, nice. Thank you for your time. I love you. Kiss the boys for me.
I had no idea that you were gonna call.
But I also wanted to try this stuff out because I enjoy the rest of your day. I love you.
All right, love you too. Take care.